Hey guys, what I'd like to do in this video is talk about a coin called Infinex. This is a coin that uses the Lyra2z algorithm, and this is an algorithm I'm really loving, guys. I'm seeing a lot of new coins adopting this algorithm. I've did a separate video about that algorithm, about how efficient it is, and if I show you my awesome miner there, I have to go over this side. But if you look at the temperatures here, these are 1080 Ti's down the bottom, and I've got some of those running at 44 degrees, and I don't have any fans running in the room. The only fans that are running in this room right now are the fans attached to my GPUs. That's pretty impressive when you think about that, and especially with the temperatures in the UK right now. So as far as Lyra2z goes, I'm very, very pleased with it. I've reduced my electricity costs by about 40%, and my room is so much cooler as well. Now, I want to talk about Infinex in this video. You can see here it's a decentralized Masternode coin. It's got proof of work and proof of stake. And consider this an overview video. I'm not professing to be an expert on this coin. I'm just going to give you a general overview of what this coin is about, talk about the mining aspect of it, talk about the price, and talk about what the plans for the future are. Now, full disclosure, they do have a bounty thing going on that if you tweet or you do an article or you do a video about it, then you get like a reward thing, or you get entered into a reward. So I'm going to enter that. I was doing a video about it anyway because one of my subscribers said he's been mining it for a while, and he asked me to talk about it. And one of the reasons I didn't rush out to do it initially is because the price, the return for me wasn't amazing. Initially, if I jump over to Cryptozone, you can see that right now with my hash rate, I would get about $31 per day. Now, before it wasn't as high as that, which is why I thought, right, I won't mine it just now. But when you're mining, things change very quickly because of hash rates, difficulty, the price of the coin and all that. Now, $31.27, to put into perspective, I think right now I'd get about, say, $35, $36 if I mined Ethereum or NiceHash or anything like that. So it's not the top coin for me to mine. So it would probably make more sense for me to mine another coin and then simply buy this coin. This coin is on a few exchanges. And if I jump over to here, you can see the current price. You can see it here, this is CryptoBridge. And it's saying here it's 17, I'll refresh the page in case the price has changed. 17,000, right, so 17,561 Satoshis. And you can see that seems to be $1.30. So it's sitting about $1.30 just now. And my mining returns, if I mine this 24 hours a day, is just under 24 coins. So that's from a mining point of view. And that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to mine this when I checked it out a week or so ago, is because the mining returns weren't as high. But, things change over time. If you look at, this is the price over the last month or two. It was up, it was down. It kind of peaked up there and it's been down again, which is to be expected considering that everything has went down right now. But yeah, this is a coin with potential. It's got a lot of great ideas. So with that in mind, let's jump over and we'll see what this is all about. Now, this is the main website, and I'm not a big fan of websites to do this. I just put a YouTube video on the front. I would rather have a lot more information in the home page. It's just the way they've designed it. If I jump to coin info, I'm going to be jumping around here, guys. I like to do that. So you can see it's Lyra2z, which is a high efficient, low power usage, ASIC resistant algorithm. Difficulty readjustment every block through Infiniloop. Chain protection through Infiniguard. Customized Infinex tech support technology. Now, I'm going to be talking about all these things because all these things are detailed in the white paper. But I think one of the biggest things about Infinex and what they're trying to do is that they've got an application layer over their network. And the idea is it's going to be used for lots of different applications. The first one would be a decentralized exchange, but in the future it can be a lot of different things. And these applications will be secured by the network. So it'll be secured by people who host masternodes and people who host people who mine. Now, it's got the block reward and that down here. So I'll just jump over to the block explorer. You can see that we're around block 107,000 right now. And as far as how they've done this, I'm really I think this is really good. I really do think this is good. To kind of rewind for a second, there's a lot of different ways to fund a coin, and there's a lot of different ways to structure how coins are paid out. So you'll see some coins will have like a 2%, 3%, 4%, 5%, 10% pre-mine. Some coins go even higher, and what that means, all the coins are pre-mined and they're given to the people who developed the coin. Now, what they've went here, their pre-mine is like 0.1%. It really isn't a lot of money. But what they've done is they've factored in a founder's fee into the block. So one coin will go to, each block will give one coin back to the founders. And I'm okay with that. It works out about, I think it works out about just about 9% or something like that. I think it changes over time, because as you can see here, what I'm going to talk about soon is that the number of coins per block gets reduced over time. So we are sitting at around the 100,000 block mark. So we are here. We are at 11 coins here. So you'll get 5 coins if you mine it. 5 coins goes to miners, 5 coins go to Masternode holders, and then 1 goes to the founder. So that's like an 11th goes to the founder, and then 5 11ths to the miner, 5 11ths to the Masternode, and yeah, that's right, yeah. And then it changes over time. Then it'll be 40% to miners, 50% to Masternodes, and 10% to the founder. So it changes over time. Relatively, the founder fee goes up, I guess, in that respect. But yeah, there's a lot of different ways to do this, and this is the way they've chosen to do it. What I like about this is the fact that they didn't allow Masternodes from day one. Now, if you can see here, block 2 to 4,800, what they've got is the miners got 10 coins and the founder got 1 coin. It wasn't until block 4,801 that Masternodes were allowed. Now, anyone who watched my live stream yesterday will see the problems that can arise when you have Masternodes from the very start. I did a live stream about Manocoin, and there was Masternodes from the very start. And then there was people throwing nice HashPower and all that shot the difficulty up. But when you offer Masternodes from the very first second, then you're giving away a huge amount of money to people, that have got their Masternode set up. And this is the thing, guys, because like to set up a Masternode, you have to accumulate a set number of coins. With Infinex, it is 1,000 coins. But from day one, anyone who has a Masternode set up initially, who's had a head start, they will get, all the coins in the block reward. They'll get their 5 coins per block, which is kind of unfair. It's better to allow a mining period, to allow everyone to mine some coins. And then when those people have coins, then when it's launched, it's not just one person with a Masternode or 2 people with Masternodes. You're going to have 10, 20, 50 or whatever Masternodes. So yeah, I'm quite impressed with this structure. There's always pros and cons to the way that you do it. But this is essentially a stage block reduction as well. A lot of people, what they'll do is like Ravencoin has got the same block reward. I think it's for 2 years. Safecoin that I was mining with, they had it set at 90 days, but they're reducing it. And basically when the block reward halves, well, there's less coins per block. But rather than halving the block reward, what they're doing is reducing it. So they've got 11 coins, then it's going down to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So it's a very interesting idea. Some people may not like it, but I like the way that it's staged and it isn't, like completely halved. And eventually this will be a Masternode coin, but there is still a reason to mine it right now. We're in the period where there is much benefit of mining right now than there is for having a Masternode. So there's information about the Masternode here. If it loads up, okay. That's an FAQ page. So it's got information about this here. But what I'm going to do is jump over to the white paper, and that'll give you a little bit more information about what this is all about. Okay, so this is the white paper. And at the start here it explains it's a cryptocurrency based on Dash version 0.12.2 and Bitcoin version 0.15. It's a hybrid model of proof of work for chain continuation in a Masternode network for an always available network. Right, so I won't bore you with the background here as far as the history of Bitcoin and all that. That's always boring. So they're talking here about the application layer that leverages the Masternode network. And this is a big part of what this coin is going to be in the future. So here we go. Right, so it's got a circulating supply, a max cap of 26.28 million over 10 years. So it's not too high, a circulating supply, max supply, sorry. Block time is 90 seconds. I've discussed that already. And you can see that, as I was saying, it's only 0.15% of the total supply for the pre-mine. But of course, you've got that ongoing developer's fee. Some people don't like a developer's fee or a founder's fee built into the block reward. A lot of people don't like that. There's pros and cons. I don't have a problem with developers doing that, and I in many respects, I think it is a fairer way to do it than giving people a huge amount of money at the very start of the project. This gives them benefits to it gives them the encouragement to continue to develop the coin, to continue to do what they set out to do in the roadmap. You know, it's ongoing rather than throwing millions of coins at them at the beginning. They're, you know, drip feeding it over time. As I said, you know, when it comes to structuring a coin, structuring the payment system for a coin, every coin does it differently. But I think this is quite interesting. It's one of the things I really liked about it when I saw it. Proof of work. Okay, Enflix adopts the Lyra2z algorithm. You know, I like that. So this is, I think, thing here I think is quite interesting as well. Infinite loop, what they call, and it's about difficulty retargeting. So I'm not going to profess to know exactly how all this works. You can see it here. They calculate the blocks that should be generated over a period of 1 hour, reads through the past 40 blocks, get the actual difficulty, sums up the difficulty. I'll be honest, guys, I'm not going to say I profess to know exactly how that works from a technical point of view, but I do know as a miner that when the difficulty shoots up and when people are messing about with big farms and with nice hash power and all this kind of thing, when these guys get on there, they can take advantage of the mining situation and they can get a lot more coins than everyone else, and they can take over blocks. And as a miner, I basically move on and I mine something else. So I'm all for features like this that try and do it fairly and try to retarget the difficulty and all that. Infinite Guard, this is another feature. It's to safeguard the network. So they've got minimum chain work, best block hash, implements a known hash value of a certain height inside the tech support network. So they're obviously focusing on security. And then we've got Masternodes, where they're talking about you need to put up 1,000 Infinex coins. Now, as far as setting it up, there is actually a guide on here that explains how to do it. They've got a 20-minute video, 20-minute video, and there's instructions here on how to actually set it up. So I haven't done this myself as yet. It's something I like to do in the future. But, you know, you need 1,000 coins, and then when you have those 1,000 coins, then that's when you get a share of these Masternode coins. You will get a share of it. Depending on how many Masternodes are in the network, it will influence how many coins you actually get awarded. But 1,000 doesn't seem too high, in my opinion, for a 26 million cap. So governance, proper governance within Infinex, voting features will be turned on so that nodes in the network can vote on decisions. So if you've got a Masternode, you can vote on important decisions. This is something we've seen in Zencash and a few other ones. Right, so they're talking about the application layer, and, you know, this is something that I think a lot of cryptocurrency miners forget about, but putting applications over networks is a very good idea from a security point of view and all that, because you're distributing all the information around the world. It makes it more secure. The first one that they're doing is their Infiniex. Now, we are seeing a lot of coins doing their own exchange. This is going to be a decentralized exchange. And they talk about here stability, influx of users, network congestions, DDoS attacks and all that. It's all going to be protected by the network itself. So that's very, very interesting. This will be the first example of how an application will be used with the coin. You can see down here, the transaction fees are collected by the exchange will be used to purchase IFX every 3 months. This IFX or Infinex will be distributed as rewards to the Masternode donors for supporting the network. So in addition to the block reward that's detailed in the white paper and in the coin info page, in addition to these coins, every 3 months, the fees from the exchange are going to be collected. They're going to be used to buy coins, and they're going to be given to people who've got Masternodes. So it's like more reasons to own a Masternode. And I'm all for that, because essentially the people with the Masternodes are the people that are going to be securing the network long term. Obviously, I'm not forgetting about miners, but long term, the miners are only going to, you know, there's going to be like 50% and 40% and 30%, and their contribution to the network is going to decrease. So yeah, I'm all for money being collected and then being distributed to Masternode owners. I think it's a great incentive for people to get a Masternode. So then they're talking about the Infiniex application, and they're talking about tokens. There's no information about that there. And then they're talking about an application store. So quite a good white paper in that. It tells you what you need to know, but it doesn't get too technical. But from a mining point of view, the part that I was really interested in the white paper was the Lyra2z algorithm. You know, for me, it's reducing my costs, it's cooling my room. And the other thing was the structure here. I'm really, really impressed by the way that they've structured this as far as the block rewards. So, as far as, you know, what's this coin going to be like? You know, that's the thing. I do these videos and people say you're shilling the coin or you're this the coin. You're not. I'm not. I'm just trying to give you guys a general overview so that if you want to mine the coin, you've got a general idea of what this coin is just now. As I said, it's sitting at about right now about 17,561 satoshis. You can also buy it. Where's the other one? Coin Exchange. So it's also at Coin Exchange. It might be a different price there. What's the price there? Last price 17,000. So it's 17,000 there. It was at 17,561 on CryptoBridge, which is about $1.30. That's what we're talking about here. So it's still, if you look at the block rewards, it's only block 100,000. It's still a new coin. You'd have to go to the calculator. I'll link to this calculator below so you guys can plug in your hash rate. If you don't know your hash rate for Lyra2z, you can just go to the main page of the mining calculator and you put in the actual cards that you've got and it'll tell you the hash rate. But for me, I'm working out at $30 per day. Now, again, as I said, because of the price of the coin and all that, it's probably better for me to mine another coin right now and then just buy the coin. But I like to try a coin out, and that's why I've been mining it. You can see it here that I have been mining it today. And the pool I've got is BSOD. There's two pools. There's an official pool and there's a BSOD or BSOD, which I assume stands for Blue Screen of Death. I'm not sure. So yeah, I have been mining it, but whether I'm going to mine it long term, well, again, as a miner, I need to think selfishly and think, okay, I can mine another coin, I can trade that coin, and then I can buy these coins. But as I said, guys, this is an overview video. I'm not saying run out and buy this, run out and sell that, sell it, run out and buy it, run out and mine it. This is really up to you guys. You really do have to do your own research, and all I can do at this point is, you know, tell you what the coin is about and what they're, you know, trying to do with the coin. But really, we won't see how successful this coin is going to be, how successful this project is going to be, you know, until it actually happens 6 months down the line, a year down the line. But as far as what they're trying to do, I'm quite impressed. I like the idea that they're trying to build this application layer over their network, and then the fact that they're going to use the profits from the decentralized exchange to reward people who secure the network through masternodes. A lot of people are saying that masternodes are the next evolution of mining. You know, everyone will have masternodes rather than mining hardware or whatever. And, you know, time will tell if that is indeed the case or not. But right now we're seeing what can be best described as hybrid solutions, which are basically like they're half, sorry, I'm getting notifications here. We're getting half proof of stake, half proof of work right now, but rather than just removing the proof of work period, they're going to, you know, kind of remove it in stages. So I hope you've enjoyed this look at Infinex. It's a Lyra2z algorithm. It's half mining right now. It's half proof of stake, half masternodes. And if you can get to 1,000 coins, which, you know, current exchange rates is about $1,300. If you can get to that level, you can get your own masternode and you will get rewards. Now, as far as what you'll actually get from that, they are saying, let me see, what do they say in their page here? There's a part where they, okay, so they're saying that you could, if there's 1,000 active Infinex masternodes, each Infinex masternode owner would earn on average 4.8 coins per day. So that's $5 per day. Translates to about 175.2% annual return on investment. Now, it could be less than that. It could be more than that. It will depend on how many masternodes are on the network. And it could be significantly higher simply because the price of Infinex goes up, which you would expect to happen when they launch their own exchange. No guarantee of that, of course, but yeah, you could expect that to happen. So I hope you've enjoyed this overview of this coin. Please go to infinex.info for more information. I'll link to this so you guys can check it out. Yeah, I think it's a coin with potential. Now, you know, the problem that miners have got, the problem that investors have got is that there's so many great projects out there. So what I recommend doing is check out the website, do your calculations, check out the price if you want to just buy the coin, and then work out and see whether this is a project you want to get behind. Thanks for watching, guys. If you get any questions, please do leave them below, and I'll speak to you all in the next one. Take care.